Good morning.
Can I spend the...
Not a chance. Go.
God be with you.
That's just it. Some noble was resting under it. Not for shade, but because it was pissing down.
All the more reason to leave it be, no?
Aye, but the weather had been stormy for a few days. So one of the branches snapped and fell off. Nothing happened to the noble, but it broke his horse's back.
And that pissed him off, and he wants his revenge?
He complained to the bailiff, saying the oak's dangerous and has to go.
Oh, Christ. There'll be nothing nice left here at this rate.
Don't worry. When's the last time you saw the bailiff get anything done on time? That tree will still be here long.
They're free.
Let's talk about the price.
Gut.
That?
Wunderbar. Thank you and take care.
Is that supposed to be a threat? It was starting to scare me.
Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
I'd like to discuss the... Here.
Oh nein, das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen. Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
I hope you weren't planning on breaking in here.
Clear off and don't bother me!
Greetings.
I'm trying to...
Aye, I do.
Mixed up.
How should I know? She's nothing but a... You should ask Dushko, their foreman. Young Romans miss work often enough on account of her. They both live on the... Take care now.
Can I ask what happened between you and that midwife, Bojana? I heard you banished her from the village because of some mishap with your wife.
That was no mishap. The witch killed my son and damned him to hell.
Wait a moment. Start from the beginning. What do you mean she killed and damned your son?
My wife, Ludmilla, gave birth to 3 daughters. Quick and easy every time. The village women often scream all day and night before they bring their babies into the world. Not my Ludmilla. When she had Marushka, it was all over before the midwife even got here. But when Yaroslav was coming into the world, you know, I knew already I'd finally have a son. I never sent for no help. Why would I? After all, Ludmilla done it all on her own 3 times. And besides, that Bozhena is an unclean woman and a witch. Only this time, something went wrong. Of course I wasn't there. Being a god-abiding man, I was outside. But Marushka comes running out, shouting, "Pa! Send for Bozhena! Ma's poorly!" I thought twice about it, but then I sent for her. She came along with a little girl, Pavlena, and a whole sack of herbs. She started brewing right away, and Before the night was out, she was pouring God knows what kind of concoction down Ludmilla's throat. It's a wonder she didn't poison her, the crone. I couldn't get a wink of sleep all night. It wasn't till daybreak that Bozhina came out of the house, carrying in her arms. They could see right off it was a boy. Like I said, only Yaroslav came out feet first. And as they were pulling him out, well, he was all Mother of God. I can't even say it. It was that Bozhina's doing, I tell you. If she hadn't pulled him out and left Ludmilla to manage herself, he could have lived.
So you still blame her for it?
And why shouldn't I? I haven't told you the half of it yet. I asked the priest, and he told me every midwife has the sacred right to perform baptism when things go wrong. Like when it looks bad for the child, see? She can baptize him, make sure he gets to heaven. And you know what Bozhina did?
What?
Not a thing. She looked at that little body lying still and didn't do a damned thing. And my wife died a few hours later. So I'm sure you understand what I did after. That same evening, I got the other fellas from the village, and we drove that damned witch out beyond the boundary stone.
I see. She lives in the woods now.
A good thing, too. She hasn't shown up here since. Many times I told myself we should have done more to her, so she'd know how I felt.
Thank you for telling me about it. You have my condolences.
Aye, but words won't bring them back. It was good to see you, my friend.
Good day to you.
I hear you're interested in Pavlena.
What's it to you?
Well, Pavlena's gone missing. Do you know anything about that?
Fuck, wait. No, I haven't seen her lately. And I got a pasting in the tavern, so I haven't been out lately. You can ask there.
Aye. I heard about that famous fight of yours.
So you see, I wouldn't wish no harm on Pavlena, even though she didn't want me. But I'm not sure you could say the same about that ginger-headed Roman of hers. That's where I'd look if I was you. His cottage is on the road to the butcher's.
You're looking for Roman. I also need to find him.
That sweetheart of his? Well now, I hadn't thought, so you can help me look.
What kind of fella?
We worked together in the woods. His pa used to work with us too. Only he died. His ma died a few years. Now at least he's found Pavlena. Of course, she ain't from around here, and there's also...
What does Roman look like?
a young fella. Ginger as they come.
Where do you think Pavlena...
Not long ago, Roman was talking over a beer about how him and Pavlena wanted to leave and start a new...
You think they'd really do?
I took it all with a grain of salt. But after what he told me, for Christ's sake, he's got a whole house his pa left him. He wouldn't...
Well, I don't think...
You never know with women. And what's more, best to go and look in Roman's house. He wouldn't just...
All right.
Great. That is, you can go.
Hang on. You said you two were friends.
For one thing, I have to work. And besides, how would it look if anyone saw me breaking down his door? My reputation, whereas you, no offense, you're a... But me, I'd look...
How do I get in?
Through the door, of course. Only it's locked.
Oh, that's just great.
After you search the place, come back and let me know what you found. I'll be around.
Nobody home. But maybe Pavlena was here. It's set for 2. Freshly eaten. And there are the baskets Pavlena came here to sell. They were here for sure. Maybe they just went for a stroll. Dushko might know about their favorite spots.
God bless you.
I searched Roman's house.
And what did you find?
Well, there's no one there, but Pavlena had been there for sure. The table was set for 2, and I found the baskets that she sells too.
You're right. It sure does look like she was there.
It can't have been long ago either. The food was still fresh. Any idea where they might have gone?
Well, they've got a favorite spot down by the stream. You could try looking there.
Where exactly?
There's a ditch leading from Roman's house to the stream. When you come to... There it is, under an old linden tree.
All right. Thank you.
But, mind you don't walk into the middle of anything. Farewell.
This must be the place Dushko was telling me about. How the local lads bring their girls over here. A trail of blood. I should see where it leads. Christ, there must have been a fight here. This is surely Pavlena's. A piece of her dress. This doesn't look good. If I had Mutt here, I could let him sniff it. Oh well. Never mind. Blood. I hope it's not Pavlena's. It's covered in blood. Used as a weapon, maybe. Jesus.
Come here.
This must be Roman. Someone buried him here. Mother of God. And the body's been munched on by a pig. I should try and find out who's herding those pigs. Maybe they saw something.
God grant you health.
I found a stray.
That's great. I lost.
Not so fast.
Blessed.
My guess is it's Roman.
By all that's holy. I saw him going towards the woods with his girl. Surely. Oh, Christ. I think I'm...
You say you saw Roman with his girl?
Aye, that's the name. Pavlena. I saw the pair. The two of them are pretty close. That is... Oh.
I hope not. Who are you?
My name is... I take them to the woods to... But I ain't got nothing to do with...
Have you seen anything suspicious?
Suspicious?
I don't know. That corpse didn't walk there on its own.
Hang on now. I did see something a bit odd. One of the farmhands came from the woods in a big hurry. And he was carrying a...
Which one of them was...
Straw! That is Slavobor. He works on Yakish's farm. A big farmstead in the south of the village. Oh, do you think it...
Who knows? But it does seem like he buried him.
God.
Thanks for your help. I better go and...
Oi! And if he really done it... Hey, come here. Ladybird! Go to hell! Fucking hell!
I can't aim.
Do it! Get ready to leave
Don't
this
take
life.
your eyes off him!
What the fuck is that? Show your stuff.
Now you're finished! Useless! That won't work on me! That'll teach you! That hit hard!
Empty. I'll have to go somewhere else.
Go! 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 Quick! Oh!
What the fuck is this supposed to mean?
Hey, lad. What do you want? Come here.
What do you want?
Just to wish you a good day. Good to see you, lad.
Really? It seems to...
Ha! That poor fella didn't have anything in, but you might.
You don't look like a match for me.
Ha! Take care, lad.
Well, anyone can slit throats if they had the stomach for it. But
And?
maybe you should be. I may have lost everything.
But,
If we ever meet again, you won't be leaving on your feet. Before we part ways.
A dog? No, looking for work. I often hear...
There's something lying over there. I hope it's not mutt. A nice bit of venison. And something took a good bite of it. Could mutt have been here? dead, and robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of Mutt. Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him. Quick! Whoa!
Greeting.
Have you seen a stray dog around? I thought he was dead, but he's likely still alive.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen it.
Oh, Sakra.
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen.
Do you think he'd go and steal
I don't know much about dogs. You wouldn't be the first or the last. There's a whole pack of wolves near Samin these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral.
I'm looking for Marika, and I heard you know her.
I do, but...
She's lost, and
Henry, I think...
Why? If she's in danger...
Marika was here with her lover, but he was in
What? Her lover?
Aye, with Bohush from Samin. Poor girl. She was terribly afraid of something. I went to pick some herbs.
Do you know who she...
Everyone, as far as I know. Her own...
How come?
Most didn't approve of her relationship with Bohush. Both families.
Do you know what happened to them?
Sadly, I don't. Marika was...
Do you have any idea where?
Marika told me a few times about a cave chamber.
In Apollonia? That's a long way to...
At least you can see how scared she was to stay here.
Do you know where exactly...
I do. You start from Trotsky and go in the direct... The entrance should be somewhere on the right side of the valley. I remember that, because Marika told me that she sometimes feels just...
Thank you.
Well, that's all...
All right. I found out...
Tell me...
That's all I found.
Take care now. And...
Greetings to you. Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad, so far. Greetings to you.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a...
Let me guess. A dirty ruffian who ain't got a grot.
He was here then?
Aye, he was. He was larging it up, good and proper. And then he found some lads who paid...
What do you mean by that?
Because they're right ruffians who are all still birds of a feather, eh? In the end, they left like best...
My dog got lost not far from here.
I haven't seen any dogs round here for a while. But just the other day, a shepherd boy from Copenina complained that his sheep were being...
Where can I find this shepherd?
Siegfried? He has a hut at Copenina. It's just below the castle, on the back slope.
And you have...
Here, in the tavern? No. But there was a fella here who gets by doing a bit of poaching. He said once he was hunting when, right in front of him, a large pack attacked a deer. A mix of wolves and dogs.
Do you know where that was?
How would I know where... Take care, friend.
Here we are.
Go on, say it.
It appalls me to even utter the words. The words.
Ka! Ja! Go! Ka! Quick! Go! Quick!
Everything all right?
Do you have a moment?
What's going on?
Do you have any coin to spare?
Tell me, how come you're What happened to you?
Allow me to disabuse you of your... I simply find myself in a
So...
But I'm not...
Why are you asking fancying the amount you're looking for?
That wouldn't go... But really, I need...
That's quite old.
I've always found it to be...
But I don't see...
I don't have one. I'll join a caravan. Right.
Begging, and he needs money to get to Oh, come on.
Must be...
In fact, you don't strike...
You only imagine it.
Farewell. May you travel...
Yes.
What did you see? Ah! Drop dead! Ah! Ah, shit! What the? Ah! I'm all yours! Ha! Right there! Show what you're made of! I'm all yours! Jesus Christ! Fuck you! Show what you're made of! What do you want? quick.
Charge! 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 Charge!
Saturn and Jupiter are in a bad constellation at the moment. That churns up the black bile and makes you ill.
You idiot. You've been hanging around with Miller Krazel again, haven't you?
And what if I have? He may be a bit odd, but everything he says is true. The other day he told me to give the cows dark ale to drink. But if I told you they gave 3 times as much milk afterwards, you still wouldn't be impressed, would you?
Wait, really?
Ah, yeah. Take my advice and go and pickle some cabbage, friend.
Greetings. How are you? Good day.
I'm here then. You said in the alehouse that you could do with a helping...
I could. My last 2 hands, well, they're not... What's your name? Henry?
That's right.
You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even fought...
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight...
Sure thing.
Great. Find some iron. You can't make a sword out of... But if you don't have your own stuff, you can get every... Fucking shavings. Go over to the anvil. Let's get started. Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above it. Give it a pull. It works the bellows. But you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out.
Cut away, girl. Cut away.
See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. sparks, that's a sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. See that? Besides the spark, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easy. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What good does it do me to...
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly.
How do I know a good...
By the sparks that fly, it rings out with a different sound.
What's the right way?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. The main thing is, don't work, but don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks...
Why should I fall?
If you keep hammering the same but jumping from one end to the other, the best thing to do...
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to...
Thanks.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can... And of course, you can use the forge. Any questions?
Where can I...
You can buy some essentials from... But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornament, this is just a village, you know. The locals ain't up.
What can I do with it?
Well, you can sell them. Though you probably won't have much...
Where exactly is my...
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between. And you can put your things in the chest there.
What now?
What do you think? You're not good. You're pretty good at swords. But what the local... Right. Here are some simple drawings. You can get down to...
Just like that?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or... You take care of these smaller jobs. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open...
That should do it. All right, go. I'd like to discuss the price.
All right.
Here.
My. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend. Oh well, what can you do?